it's simple. I like that it's simple, but the melody is key. It works. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Today we are looking at a band that I've never heard and we haven't done on the channel yet, which makes it very exciting. It is a special request from one of our Discord alumni. His name is Orca, and he has requested Megaherz für Immer, which translates to forever, I believe. Megaherz is a German industrial band formed in 1993, so they've been around for a while. Can't wait to hear them. Speaking of Discord, if you are interested in talking to either Tank the Tech or myself, we have a joint Discord. A lot of you guys have already joined, and we're in there most days, voice chatting and joking around and making sure that the days end with a big smile. So if that's your thing, I'll leave a link in the description below. Feel free to join, and we're all a friendly bunch, I promise. Anyway, back to today's reaction. Megaherz für Immer. Let's see what you got.
Große Zeiten, endlose Nächte, am Limit gelebt, von allem das Beste. Wir dachten, es wäre für immer.
Interesting starts. Visually, you'd think they'd be a lot heavier, and they may get heavier, but it is industrial metal, so there is going to be a lot of melody and different things in there. There's some nice echoes and resonance in the back, nice key work. Bit of string stuff happening, and there's just something about German fronted metal bands with that deep kind of speak sing. A lot of resonance, feels really deep, it's got a lot of character and personality to it. It's very cool.
Wir hielten zusammen in schwerer Zeit, waren für jede Schlacht bereit, und wir dachten, es wäre für immer. Doch wenn du gehst.
One thing I want to say before it goes into anything else there is, if you listen to what the drummer's doing on his toms, you'll hear that a lot of the full resonance has been pulled out, and I suspect that's because when they break into latter parts of the song, they want to create energy and they don't want to give too much away too soon. So you can hear the tone of it, but the resonance is lacking a bit. It feels like it's been pulled out. It is also quite typical of industrial music, where they don't want that overly live sound. They want things to feel very controlled, everything to sit in a particular pocket.
Bereit, und wir dachten, es wäre für immer. Doch wenn du gehst, bleibt etwas hier, unzerstörbar tief in mir. Schließ ich es ein in mein Herz für immer.
You know what? Actually, that's quite pleasant. One thing I do want to point out, and I won't go back because there will be another one of those, which I'm assuming is the chorus. You would have seen that rhythm guitarist being quite active with his strumming, but if you had not seen him do that, you wouldn't necessarily know. And the point is for the music to blend. Even the lead work that's being played in the chorus, it's not extremely audible. It's there. It's at the perfect volume for you to be able to pick up on it if you want to. But the point is to tell the story here and to not take away from that that key melody that you heard them introduce from the beginning. And it's doing a really good job of that. It's a very, very different kind of distortion, more of a digital distortion, bit of a fuzz on there as well, but very cool. And I like the fact that it's simple. I like that it's simple, but the melody is key. It works.
Jetzt bist du fort, der Vorhang fällt. Ich schreite allein durch unsere Welt. Mir wird klar, nichts ist für immer.
Yeah, okay, so another example of that. You can hear the drummer hitting that snare, which should sound deeper, but it doesn't. His hi-hats are cutting through really loud. You can hear them kind of, if you have headphones on both sides, but have a listen, put some headphones on, listen to this piece in particular, and you're going to hear that lead guitar in the left. I'm not saying it's all the way left, it's probably majority left, it's probably 70, 80%. And again, it's finding pockets for things to sit in, making sure that the depth of those are reserved for possibly later, or maybe not at all. Maybe it's a nice contrast. Maybe the idea is that the music is supposed to sound a bit top heavy because of how deep his voice is. Maybe that's the separation. I'd like them to come together a bit more later in the song, but I'm not mad at it.
Ich schreite allein durch unsere Welt. Mir wird klar, nichts ist für immer. Doch ich blick nach vorn, schau nicht zurück. Ich halte die Stellung, nimm die Erinnerung mit, weil ich weiß, sie bleibt für immer.
Are they killing zombies? Is that what this is? Seems a bit violent for what the music is.
Weil ich weiß, das bleibt für immer.
There's a whisper layer there as well.
Denn wenn du gehst, bleibt etwas hier, unzerstörbar tief in mir. Schließ ich es ein in mein Herz, für immer. Auch wenn du fehlst, bist du bei mir. Ich denk an dich, als wärst du immer noch hier.
Yes. Finally. Okay, so the lead work is becoming a bit more of a primary sound, so I can hear it a lot more easily, unless I'm just latching onto it and I'm imagining that. Either way, the effect is complete. Now he's starting to push his vocals, and I like that because the way that they've created emphasis between verses and chorus is by layering. They've layered with whispers, they've layered with a deeper resonance. Now he's starting to push his vocals a bit to a place where it feels like it's less speak singing. He's going into more of a singing voice. It's still kind of shout singing, but I like that. That's their style, and it's nice to see him do that. It feels like the song's evolving. Now we're only 2 minutes in. We have more than half the song to go. A lot of room to grow still.
Auch wenn du fehlst, bist du bei mir. Ich denk an dich, als wärst du immer noch hier. Die Erinnerung an dich bleibt für immer. Unsterblich bis in alle Zeit. Ich schenk einen Gruß an die Ewigkeit. Die Erinnerung bleibt für immer.
I like that little wind down you did there. It's cool. Everything else has been so produced and so controlled that little slide he did, which is typical of a live performance where a guitarist is adding a bit of flair and flavor. I think it's quite cool. It's nice that they kept that in so it's not too overproduced. Still waiting for everything to join up. It feels like there's a very top heavy section in terms of frequencies, high frequencies. There's a very important low, low mids if you will, but I'm still waiting for a little bit more of that bass to come in. Even on the bass guitar itself, it feels quite more midi than low, if anything. And again, I'm not mad at it, but it would be nice if they sort of built that in a way that emphasized a bit more of the low end.
Etwas hier, unzerstörbar tief in mir, schließ ich es ein in mein Herz für immer. Auch wenn du fehlst, bist du bei mir. Ich denk an dich, als wärst du immer noch hier. Die Erinnerung an dich bleibt für immer.
Oh, there. I know we're going to the end of the song, but there, where he started to kind of do a little bit of a scream layer behind. It's nice, man. Adds character. Very cool. Oh, what a story. That's pretty cool. I really actually surprisingly enjoyed that. I'm going to be blatantly honest with you guys like I normally am. Industrial metal is not my thing. I find it very samey, and I find it overproduced. And in some instances, this song was that. There's enough about it to make me actually quite like it. There was a nice melody. Not sure of most of what he's saying. I can speak a little Afrikaans, so there's bits of words and pieces I can pick up. The visual story helps a lot with that. I thought it was a nice chorus. It didn't connect the way I wanted it to in terms of some of the frequencies. I wanted it to have more depth to it. And I think I'm going to take a stab and say that the reason they do that is because his voice has got such a unique low characteristic to it that they strip some of the other resonance and frequencies away from the instrumentation to over enhance that. And fair play to them. It still is mixed well. I can still hear everything. Would have liked a bit more of that low end. But other than that, to be honest, that was a really good song. Okay, you picked a goodie. And I will definitely be keen to hear more. It was different to what I do on the channel, which is always the point. And by the end of that song, that melody was fully ingrained in my head. Fully. Actually, to be fair, earlier than the end of the song, probably midway through. And I liked it. I liked what the lead guitar was doing to not show off, but to emphasize and enhance the melody of the vocal. Everything did its part. I like the look of the band. I think they look cool. I like the contrast of them looking like that, but sounding much more melodic. And that is definitely a form of industrial metal that I could easily get into. So that was very cool. And I definitely will listen to more. So if you guys like this and you want me to listen to another one of their songs or a similar band, let me know and I'd be happy to do that. Again, we have a joint Discord, Tank the Tech and myself. The link for that Discord will be in the description. We'd love you to join. There's no expectation to take part in any conversations you don't want to, but it's a lovely community. Everybody's very friendly, and we always in there pretty much every day. Tank and I are in there chatting. We have a lot of YouTube admin to do, and that's such a nice thing to do, is hop into the chat and chat to all you guys while we do a bit of the more boring bits. And it makes it worthwhile knowing we're talking to the people that we're putting in all this work for. So it'll be awesome to see you all there. And yeah, until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.